Y'all, it is so cold. The sun's coming up over the ridge. Not soon enough. But I see it over there. Just need it on this side of the valley. Oh my gosh. Like I can't get warm. And my fingers hurt so much. It was, gosh, I swear it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get out of camp this morning. I had my hot oatmeal, but just packing things up, even just snapping the buckles on my backpack was painful. Holding my phone right now is painful. I wish there were actually gloves that kept your hands warm. That would be nice, especially with child-sized hands. If there's such a thing that exists, please tell me. Oh my gosh. This is really the first day where I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with this trail. I am tired of being this cold every single morning. It's frozen. Yesterday afternoon the temperature wasn't too bad, but luckily I was like, I'm gonna play it safe, and I threw my water filter in my sleeping bag, which is great because there's definitely ice forming on my water bottles. It's so cold that I made my oatmeal and then there was ice formed on the top of my pot from boiling water. Not actually going to quit, but man, heat sounds nice. I know it's like 100 degrees in Tucson right now. And that sounds so lovely. Sun and warmth. And part of me too was like, I could just look for a PCT permit, skip over there, do the PCT, and then SOBO the rest of the CDT. Because at the end of the day, like, I wanted to hike the CDT and the PCT. And then was just like, oh yeah, it'd be awesome to connect them. Yes. And Slide, the guy that's doing the calendar year triple, asked like what my logistics were. Because with the calendar year triple, you're usually skipping between trails. And I was like, oh, I'm going straight through, that's the whole point of the loop. But y'all, this cold. Maybe it's not worth it. Whew. My legs are just kind of like lead today. I mean, I'm still doing like 3 miles an hour on the road, but just feels slow. I'm taking a little break, eating a snack, and in about 6 miles is a little town with a market and apparently burgers and ice cream. So I might stop there if they're open. There's a lot of little resorts and lodges and ranches here that are not open for the season yet, including the campgrounds. The campgrounds are all locked up, so I think they'll be most open later in May. So maybe I'll get a hot meal and then continue down the road. It's 20 more miles before I connect with Elwood Pass. I did switch out my insoles while in Chama, and they're insoles that I've used before, the style. But for some reason they're kind of hurting my feet. Y'all, they're just like really slippery for some reason. Like the fabric that they're made out of that's on top is just, I don't know. And the arch is a little bit too much for me. But yeah, maybe I should have just sent new shoes. I was kind of tempted to go to Santa Fe and buy new shoes because the sides of these are ripping out. The toes are ripping out. Just post-holing in the snow really shredded them apart. Not as bad as Frisbees, but it's definitely the start of it. I've stopped so many times today. Oh my gosh. Sometimes just to like sit and take a break because I don't know, I'm tired. But also the weather. It's like the wind will be freezing cold, and then I put on my hoodie, and then it's just no wind, and the sun is beating down on me. Or like one side of the mountain is just freezing. I just can't today, especially starting out so cold. So Platoro was the little RV town kind of thing next to the reservoir, and they are not yet open. But the owner was driving out as I was walking by and mentioned that they would be opening either Tuesday or Wednesday. So today is Saturday. Yeah, so the folks that choose to go this route that are behind me, they'll be able to swing in and get a burger, hang out. Unfortunately, no burger and fries for me. So I'm just continuing on. I'm also hearing all of the snow shifting down here next to the creek. Just because it is so warm and it's melting, but it's just a constant sound of shifting. Which, when I'm down in the forest, that's fine. But I definitely would freak out a little bit if I were up on the ridge and heard that. Especially if it was so deep as what I walked through to get to Chama. I would definitely be a bit uncomfortable about that. There's a lot of snow on the road, a lot of post-holing. The top is very icy. It's getting icier and definitely shredding up my legs. So I found like the worst place to pitch a tent, but there's no snow on it. So yeah. But now that I have eaten, of course, I'm like, oh, I could have pushed on and, gosh, in a couple of miles started the descent and kind of get out of the snow a little bit. I will leave that for tomorrow. 26 miles into South Fork. And yeah, I might call the medical center and see if I can get in and get an antibiotic prescription for my foot, for my toe. Because yeah, it's still just looking the same. Yeah, not great. I've pushed on, slept like 100 feet lower. I'm at least mostly blocked from the wind here, so that's a bonus. But the temperature is definitely dropping, so it's gonna be a cold night.